Tesla and Bitcoin have something in common? You've got to be kidding me. All I hear is all this bullish talk, and yes, we were bullish on Bitcoin, guys. Just 4 months ago, when it was hitting those levels of 3,300, 3,500, we made a bullish call on Bitcoin. Many don't know that the very first video we posted on this channel was actually being bearish on Bitcoin. It was trading about 18,000. We accurately predicted it was going to drop to 3,000. Now, we're going to reveal in this video specifically what do the charts of Bitcoin and Tesla have in common and why Tesla is about to drop like a rock. Now, for those of you that have been following our channel, we recently made a video probably about 30 days ago saying that Tesla is going to do something it has not done in 2 years, which is drop below 250. 250 has been a crucial level for Tesla. We predicted accurately multiple drops, but first, let's take a closer look. What the hell are we seeing in the Bitcoin chart that looks so ridiculously close to the Tesla chart? So here's when we said short Bitcoin when it was hitting 1820K, said it was going to drop to 3K. Now, it didn't happen until this level right here. So we're not there. If we're to draw a parallel between Bitcoin and Tesla, we're actually right here on Tesla, right before these drop off right here. Now, here's the similarity. So these dots right here, guys, for those of you who may be new to charts or trading, they represent tops. Okay, and as you can see, these tops are formed in a very systematic way. They are continuously heading lower. So if we were to draw a line, I mean, clearly they're in the downtrend. But here's the important thing. Look at the first time look at the first time Bitcoin actually gets to this level of 6,000. Do you see how long it stays there? It barely stays there at all. It bounces right back up. Now notice the second time it gets to this $6,000 level, guess what happens? 1, 2, 3. It stays there quite a bit longer. And the bounce is not as strong. So it creates a new lower high. Now notice the third time it gets to the 6,000 level, it stays there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Much longer time frame. And the bounce is diminished as well to a new lower high. The next time it gets to this level of 6,000, it stays there pretty much forever in relation on this chart. So look at this. What this really tells you guys is the first time it drops to this critical level, people think it's a deal, it's a bargain. So buyers come in, oh, let's buy the dip. The second time it gets to this level, not so many people are excited. The third time, good luck finding people that are going to be excited. And the fourth time around, ain't nobody excited no more, period. And when you get to that point, this is what happens next. You're heading to a drop-off. This is how it looks on Tesla on this weekly chart. And we're going to zoom in just a second, take a look at the daily chart to give you a more visual perspective on things. So here's Tesla. Multi-top formation. Guys, if you haven't taken our charts divergences course, if you're trying to understand how to read this stuff, just click the link below, take action so you can become a better trader. But the bottom line is this. So here's the first time Tesla, after visiting these levels, close to the 400s, right? It's been there many times. 370, 375, 380, all of these multi-top formations right here. But the first time it drops to this 250 level, about a year ago, look what happens. Look how long does it stay here. Not very long. It bounces right back up and heads again to retest this 360, 370 level. Look the second time around. It gets to this 250 level. It stays here quite a bit longer. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's like weeks of how long it actually stays around this level. And now this time, it gets here. The bounce is diminished compared to the previous bounces, right? So it dips here. They buy the dip. Bounce is pretty high. The second time, bounce is closer to the same level. This time, there is no bounce. The bounce is like 3 times less than the prior bounces. So that tells you there's less and less people that are actually willing to commit capital to be buying this stock at this 250 level. Now, everything else is bearish as hell on this thing, but to help you visualize things, just take a closer look right here. To draw another parallel between Bitcoin and Tesla charts, let's take a closer look. This time I want you to focus on gap downs. Gap downs is where something opens significantly low in relation to the prior close, creating literally a gap filled with air. Nothing but air there, telling you that the demand for this something that you see on the chart is greatly diminished in relation to the prior day. So in case of Bitcoin, you see when it's trading to higher levels, look at this gap down here. And so then it drops, bounces. Look, this gap right here is never closed. So once it gets to the same level, it makes another leg lower, creating another gap represented by this purple dot. Bounces where? To a lower high again. Another gap down right here. Bounces, another gap down. And goes sideways for a little bit, represented there's nobody really wanted to buy it anymore. And so this is Bitcoin price action. And if we're to draw exactly where Tesla is on this chart, it would be right here. Now, this is a different time frame. So the idea of this chart to help you visualize these gaps lower, which are very, very bearish. And so we're about to experience this. And this is how it actually looks on Tesla daily chart. Identical to Bitcoin. Guys, here's the top. Here's the next stop. What do you see? Here's a gap down that never gets filled. Here's another gap down. Bounce. Move lower. Another bounce. So 1, 2, 3. This would be very comparable to this part right here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, guys, this is very simple. I mean, another gap down. Another attempt on moving higher. Do you see these lower highs being created? It's identical to Bitcoin. Do you see these lower highs being created? So what happens the last time? It gaps down, can't close the gap, gaps down again, and now we are here. And guess what? Nobody cares. Nobody wants to buy the damn thing. What do you think happens when nobody wants to buy it? Well, that's not a recipe for it going higher. Guys, expect a sharp move lower in this thing over the course of the next week or 2 weeks. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw this thing trading at 220, maybe even 212 area. So guys, if you're trying to learn more about charts, I just showed you some very basic stuff. If you're trying to learn more advanced stuff, simply click the links below. Take advantage of some of the free training that we offer, guys. If your goal is to become a better trader, I believe we have something very special to offer. So take action so you can make this year your best trading year ever.